Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Anthony Davis.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Anthony Davis. Trae Young is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's Alexander Shaw. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And for New York, Mikal Bridges out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Ortiz in at the point. Fires for three. And the Knicks hit again from deep. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, you're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And Young is at his best.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Wizards, Alexander Shaw. He's checked in for Riley. Anthony Davis comes in for Coulibaly. And Trae Young subbed in for Carlton Carrington. Pass to Whitmore. Nifty move. And Whitmore throws it down.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. OG Anunoby is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Ortiz in at the one spot. That's the five for New York right now. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his... killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young playing.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Sarr finds Young, got a hand on it, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Hunter's checked in for the Wizards.
Checking in for the Wizards, number 5, DeAndre Hunter.
Young from outside, it's deflected, and he stays with it. To the middle, here's Davis. They can't stop the run with that one.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Knicks.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Here's Johnson. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Davis kicks to Young. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Number 1, the Knicks.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Bridges, he's jacked in for the Knicks. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson, and he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex. Create an entertainment district and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
Here's Ortiz. Put it down hard!
Watch out below. Woo!
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Johnson finds Hunter. Outside, Davis. Johnson outside. Young outside. They get it back. Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, I love the work ethic there by AD. He just committed to out-hustling everybody.
Here's Ortiz from beyond the arc and then some. Ortiz has got 28.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hunter kicks to Davis. Young for 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And when the defense retreats to the paint in transition, there is going to be an opening at the three-point line. Well,
New York shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. Koulibaly is out there with Young. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Sarr in at the 5 roaming the paint. It's deflected, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's Davis. Young from outside.
oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Ortiz gets the bucket.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Guys, back over to you.
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Young with no one around. Another miss by Young.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Over to start the half.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Next lead, 94.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Knicks have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. The kick out to Anunoby. And again, it's a New York three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Young. The three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Ortiz. Some nice passing by New York here. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Here's Hunter. The Knicks making the shot. Jacks up a three. Ortiz grabs the miss. Tim, there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
And here's Young, after Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Davis against Bridges. Back to Coulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. No coverage that time. Sarr's got his second bucket of the night.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by the Knicks.
Ortiz gets the bucket.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Young for 3. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Sarr with the screen on Brunson. Coulibaly.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation.
Good, another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Young's shot is off.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Ortiz. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Connects again from distance.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job.
Again, what an avalanche!
A 60-piece. Goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Well, he is tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Wiley, he's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Cam Whitmore comes in for Davis. Johnson, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Coulibaly. Whitmore with it. 9 points in the game so far. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Checking in for the Wizards, number 49, Anthony.
And so here is New York. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2. Good! Another from 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Fans, please turn your attention to guard division as a record has been broken. The new record holder for the most three-pointers in a game is...
Led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Ortiz, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Knicks lead.
Pass to Johnson.
40.
Here's Carrington. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And I thought that was going to drop. Look,
Hits it again. Wow!
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. And what a moment it is for him and for this fan base, setting the scoring record for a game. He deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but he's on top of them all. The Knicks making a switch here. Champagne's checked in.
and guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Pass to Johnson. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Looking to get back on track here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
For Washington, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And both free throws good for Johnson. The Knicks shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. And again!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is